Alright, it's about 5:25 in the morning. We're gonna do some cardio here. Gotta work a little bit early this morning, so gonna go do cardio. A little bit rough getting up this morning, but I don't know if I'll have time to get abs, and if not, I'll do them when I do legs later today. Didn't get a fasted weight either, so I'll get after cardio. I'll get an idea. I kind of forgot to weigh myself, but won't be truly fasted because I'll drink some water and stuff. But I'll get an idea where I'm at. All right, see you guys at meal one or the gym. I don't know yet. All right, guys. Here's meal one. We have 350 grams egg whites, one whole egg, 50 grams cream of rice, 20 grams peanut butter, two like the Skinny Girl jam. It's like low calorie jam just for some extra sweetness. And then I have some ketchup and some Tabasco sauce on there, or sorry, sriracha sauce. So it ends up being about 51 grams of protein, 56 grams of carbs, 15 grams of fat. That is meal one for our higher day, for our leg day. All right, the next meal we had was 80 grams of honey graham cereal. Still trying to get rid of that. 50 grams of protein from whey isolate, and 24 grams of almond butter. I meant to have 20, but I screwed up the reading or whatever on my scale. So I just had 24, so it shouldn't make a big difference. Ends up being about 70 grams of carbs, 50-ish, 55 grams of protein, and like 12 grams of fat, I believe. So that is meal two. All right, next meal. This is pre-workout meal. We got 30 grams of whey protein, 70 grams of Reese's Puffs, 100 grams of blueberries, ice, and water. Just some quick carbs, low fat. Although I use a cheaper protein, so there's a little bit of fat in there, but not much. So this is pre-workout. I'm going to hit legs here in a bit. See you there. Alright, just got to the gym. About to hit some legs. But quick advice. I wanted a Rice Krispie treat, just a little pre-workout Rice Krispie. So I had these from my last show. I ate all my regular Rice Krispies, so they were out surprisingly at the store, but they had the off-brand. It's like marshmallow and crispy rice. Well, they are trash. Like, don't buy them. I think they're only like $1 difference. Same calories, but they're disgusting. So just a tip: don't buy those. Don't eat them pre-workout. I wouldn't eat them at all. Unfortunately, I have like a box. So, all right, time to hit legs. All right, we will be hitting legs here. This is a quad focused leg day. Although we're starting with hamstrings, I like to start every leg day with hamstrings. I feel that it just kind of gets my knees warmed up a little bit better, my calves, all of that. It just feels better to start with hamstrings for me. Also, I did do 3 sets of seated calf raises and 3 sets of standing calf raises. Before this, I didn't record that because nobody wants to watch me do calves. And I also did adductor machines for glute. So I did the adductor for 3 sets as well. Kind of just squeezing the glute, getting it activated. And then we did 4 sets of hamstring curls here. 12 to 15 reps. Trying to get as close to failure as I can, getting some lengthened partials at the end when I need to. Especially on the last set. Now we are starting quad. So I do a extension. I like to do single legs a lot of times. I like to do more unilateral movements. My left leg is a little bit it's just less developed. It's less lean, it's less muscular. So I like to try to prioritize my left side. So when I'm prioritizing a weaker side specifically, I start with that side. So I will start with the left side, say I can do about 12 reps till failure or close to failure. I will match that with my right leg because my right leg is stronger. Usually your better looking or your more developed body part is going to be stronger, so my right leg is naturally stronger than my left leg. So I always start with the left side and then try to rep match on the right. Although this was a fairly hard rep match here. I might have done one extra, I don't know. Sometimes I lose count. So next we have some single leg press. Now, so I'm dealing with bulging disc in my right side, but it puts all the pain on my left. I have bad sciatica on my left side, which kind of sucks for training, especially lower body and any type of hip hinging. So I've been battling with it for a while. It really kind of put a damper to like my previous bulk and this whole prep. My leg day training hasn't been as optimal as I'd like it to be. But lately it's been feeling pretty good, so I started adding some things in, like a leg press. I haven't done it for a while, and I did not realize how weak I was. I started, my first set I did with 2 plates each side, and it was like hard, which it didn't used to be hard at all. It was kind of like I was actually just doing that as a warm-up, and it was a hard set. And I actually felt like I couldn't really feel my muscle. I couldn't feel myself working the way I wanted to, so I dropped the plate for this last set. So I only did 2 sets here, kind of slowly working the pressing back in. Also, I wanted to say I keep my toe pointed straight up and down for about 5 to 6, and then I tweak it and point it more to the right for about 5 to 6, just to hit a different angle. You might have saw it like about halfway through each set, single leg. And then I did a couple reps, just both legs. I can get a little bit deeper this way. It kind of allows my hips to let go and my glute to let go, and I kind of just wanted to add it in there because I do feel a little stretch in my lower back. I would not advise doing this under like significant load, but for me, I haven't really got to use my lower back a whole lot lately, so it kind of felt good to do that. And I actually forgot, I thought I didn't record these, but I did, so I'm glad. We're going to do some Bulgarians here. If you've never done a Bulgarian split squat, they are a really great exercise, in my opinion. I'm only doing 1 set because, again, I have not done any type of, like, pressing, squatting motion, really, other than, like, body weight for quite a while. So I'm adding these in. I'm just adding 1 set in so I don't completely destroy myself, because my fatigue management is important right now, so I want to get really good training in, but I also don't want to be so sore that like I can't train the next day very well. So we just did some Bulgarians here with 50 pounds. I really like Bulgarians for quads and for glute. There is a way to work your hamstring as well. I feel a good stretch in my glute when I do them, and a good contraction and stretch in my quad. So for me, they're a really good bang for your buck exercise. Here you can see me struggling to get in the sissy squat contraption. This is a torture machine. Just kidding. It's pretty good though. Especially I like to do them at the end of my workout a lot of times, just to kind of get a big stretch. As you can tell, it locks your lower leg in, your calf and all that, and it locks you in and allows you to really just stretch the quad, bending at the knee. And there is some hip hinging obviously too, but I really like it. It's a good, in my opinion, a very good finisher. So after those, I do some just air squats, body weight squats. And as you can tell, I have not squatted in so long. My dorsiflexion, and if you're not familiar with that, that is basically how much your ankle can stretch or flex, I mean. Basically your knees going over your toes without picking up your heels. I used to have pretty good dorsiflexion. I had to work to get it, but now it's basically not there, which kind of sucks, but it is what it is. We'll get it back hopefully. And then I did some posing after my lift. I pose sometimes in the morning, sometimes at night, sometimes after I lift. It just depends on time, and I try to pose multiple times a day if I can. I really need to work on posing to the judges, and so what I mean by that is like posing downwards or facing the judges where they would be seated. They'd be more like like your feet height, looking at you. So you kind of want to pose down. As you can see, I kind of like remembered and I leaned forward a little bit more on my front double bicep there. I'm trying to lean forward and kind of crunch forward a little bit in all my poses. I'm not real good at it yet, but it's definitely something that I need to improve on, because looking at my stage photos, I was very upright and it just didn't. When I am leaner and posing a little bit better, it won't show my physique off as well if I don't start leaning into it a little bit more. Even here, I'm leaning, but I'm fairly upright, so I still probably have a little bit more to go. And I'm tinkering with this pose here. This is my favorite classic physique pose, but we'll see what I decide to do with it. Also, I wanted to say, I don't know if I update this in the video, but
a little crazy.
I had 3,600.
But they're gonna be really good.
Or sorry, not 3,600.
80 grams
2,600 calories today.
oats, 50 grams of banana, 50 grams of whey. There's like 70 or 80 grams of blueberries, and then 70 or 80 grams of strawberries, some sugar-free maple syrup, a little bit of baking powder, and cinnamon. I'm excited for this one. It's going to be good.